you'll scrap that. Okay, hi, I'm David Walters. I work at the Tabor and District Community Adult Learning Association. And one of the things that we do is we teach English but also math to prepare for a GED or entering a college program or an apprenticeship program. So just to give you a quick example, if we looked at a shape like this rectangle and we wanted to know the distance around, say we had to build a fence around an area, we need to be able to figure out the perimeter of the shape. Well, really the thing we need to learn is that word perimeter, and then we just add the sides. Well, if this is 5 and this is 3, we know that this side must also be 5 and this side is 3. So we add them up. 5 and 5 is 10, 3 and 3 is 6. The perimeter must be 16, and if these were meters, we would say the perimeter is 16 meters. So that isn't too hard to do, but what if someone told us that they wanted to know the perimeter of a circle, and you had to build a fence around a circle, or it could be a circle out in a field for irrigation, and you want to know what the distance is around. That's actually called the circumference. And to calculate the circumference is a little more difficult than that rectangle that we had. So what we do is we need to know something, and if we know the distance across the circle, that's the diameter, then we just need, there's a secret formula, it's called pi, and the circumference of a circle, we'll just call circumference C. The circumference of a circle equals the diameter times 3.14. Now you might wonder, well, why 3.14? And you just have to memorize that, that's pi. But it does make sense. If you took a string like this and you said, okay, that's the diameter of the circle. If you started to bend that string around the circle and counted the number of times that it would go around, it goes 1, 2, 3, but it didn't quite make it, and that's the 0.14. So it goes around just a little bit more than 3 times. And so if our diameter of the circle was 6 meters, then we would just have to replace this formula with the circumference equals 6 meters times 3.14. And if we're used to doing, we can use a calculator, or we can use our basic math facts. 6 times 4 is 24. We'll carry that 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus the 2, 8. And 6 times 3 is 18. We just have one little problem there. Gee, it looks like an awfully big number. So because we had 2 decimal places here, we need to have 2 decimal places in our answer. 1, 2, put our decimal right there. And we know that it's about 18 meters. And so we look at that and we say, does that make sense? If this was 6 meters across here, would that be about 6 right there, 12, 18, and a little bit more. So our answer makes sense. So we do things like that. I would just encourage you to come down and check out some of the programs that we have here. We try to make learning fun.